Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. I'm so happy about Sam Elliott's new Taylor Sheridan universe expansion after his 9-year-old Netflix Western show ended too soon. Taylor Sheridan's Western drama series, Landman, is preparing for its sophomore season, and Sam Elliott has recently been announced as a cast member. Landman Season 2 has already been confirmed and will see much of the main cast return, though a release date has not yet been revealed. However, as work on the new season begins, news such as that of Elliott's addition to Landman's cast has piqued interest. The series already has a very talented cast, but Elliott's past involvement in westerns is something extra to get excited about. Elliott had previously starred in Sheridan's Yellowstone prequel 1883, and his performance earned praise from critics and audiences. Given that Sheridan has recast other actors for his new shows over the years, it is not entirely surprising that Elliott is making his return as well. Elliott is such a beloved actor in Western and drama shows and movies that he will be the perfect fit for Landman Season 2. Even before 1883, though, Elliott starred in an entertaining Netflix Western series, and his new role in Landman will finally be able to pay off its cancellation. Elliott began his career with Western movies in the late 1960s and has continually returned to the genre. But in more recent years, Elliott has starred in projects beyond just Westerns. In the past decade, Elliott has appeared in Grace and Frankie and has lent his voice to American Dad and Family Guy, in which he voices a character called Wild West, but he also appeared in the Western sitcom The Ranch. Now, Elliott's roles in Sheridan's series 1883 and Landman have brought the well-known actor back into the Western sphere. From 2021 to 2022, Elliott led the cast of 1883 as She Brennan, alongside Tim McGraw and Faith Hill as the first generation of Duttons attempting to make their way west and settle in Montana. Brennan is a former Army soldier who helps guide the Duttons to their destination, facing danger both from the harsh environment and from the people they encounter along the way, playing up Elliott's cowboy on-screen persona. Though set in contemporary Texas, Landman has a similar Western feel, and Elliott's character will certainly fit into the new season's narrative perfectly. Both of these shows are dramatic, and the characters work because they are quite often rough and willing to fight for the things they want. In contrast, Elliott's most recent Western before Sheridan's shows, The Ranch, was a sitcom, but the actor still got to show off his recognizable talent in a modern cowboy role. Prior to his big return to the genre with Sheridan's more recent shows, Elliott starred in Netflix's series The Ranch from 2016 to 2020. The comedy series took place in the fictional small town of Garrison, Colorado, and followed the Bennett family. Elliott portrayed Bo Bennett, the patriarch of the family and father of Colt, Ashton Kutcher, and Rooster, Danny Masterson. Throughout the series, Bo is very gruff and harsh with his sons and strict in his way of life, though the character can also have moments of tenderness. Much like Sheridan's Yellowstone franchise, The Ranch primarily focuses on the Bennett's daily activities of maintaining their property and business. This includes fighting with neighboring ranchers and warding off developers interested in using the land for their own gains. Though it approaches the subjects in a more comical way, The Ranch also touches on the interpersonal problems of the family and the emotional struggles that they come up against. 1883's historical setting and its darker tone does set it apart from The Ranch, but the two shows work well together thanks to Elliott's hardened characters in both. What's more, Elliott's appearance in the upcoming season of Landman promises to add yet another great Western performance. While The Ranch plays his character more for laughs than Landman will, Elliott's role as Bo Bennett is a great precursor to Landman for Western fans who are looking for a little comedy to balance out the more serious tone of Sheridan's other works. The Ranch ran for 4 seasons on Netflix before coming to an end in 2020, much to the disappointment of viewers. Throughout its 4 seasons, The Ranch received mixed reviews from critics, but it was well-liked by audiences. As a result, when the series was canceled, many viewers expressed shock. But according to the show's star, Ashton Kutcher, that feeling when something just fits. Like boots finally broken in, or the scent of saddle leather that never really leaves your jacket, timeless and familiar. That's exactly how it feels to see Sam Elliott back in the saddle, riding into the wide, dust-swept frontier of Taylor Sheridan's ever-expanding Western universe. It's like the West just breathed a sigh of relief and whispered, "He's home." For years, I held out hope that Elliott's underrated Netflix Western, 9 years strong before it was cut down like a tree in a windstorm, would get the respect it deserved. That show had grit. It had soul. It had Sam Elliott, damn it. But as the sun set on that beloved series, fans were left with little more than memories and reruns. It ended too soon, plain and simple. Maybe the world just wasn't ready for the raw authenticity it delivered. Maybe streaming numbers got tangled up in the algorithms. Whatever the reason, it left a hole in the genre, and in my heart. But then came the rumors. Taylor Sheridan, the modern-day frontier bard, was building something new. Bigger, wilder, with roots in the same hard-bitten soil that gave us Yellowstone, 1883, 1923, and that unrelenting sense of generational grit. And then came the news that stopped me mid-sip of black coffee. Sam Elliott was joining the Sheridan-verse. Let that sink in. Sam Elliott, Taylor Sheridan, Western storytelling. That's not just a good idea, that's destiny. I mean, Elliott has always been more than just the mustache and the gravel-lined voice. He's the personification of stoic frontier masculinity. He's weathered, weary, wise, and still sharp enough to cut through any nonsense like a Bowie knife through jerky. His presence on screen commands silence, reverence. When he talks, you listen. When he stares, you feel it in your bones. He's not acting the West, he is the West. So now, imagine him anchoring the new series, crafted by the man who gave us the Duttons, the McGraws, and the haunting trail of blood and legacy across the American plains. Sheridan doesn't do fluff. He crafts operatic tales in dusty boots, stories where honor clashes with survival and family, is both sanctuary and prison. And now, Sam Elliott is stepping into that world, maybe not for the first time, but for the first time under Sheridan's pen. What makes me even happier? Sheridan doesn't shoehorn legacy actors into cameo roles. No, sir. He builds cathedrals of character around them. Look at what he did with Kevin Costner, Helen Mirren, and Harrison Ford. These aren't stunt castings, they're myth-making moments. And with Elliott, he has the perfect foundation to build another legend. Whispers on the Prairie suggest this new series might follow a Civil War veteran turned reluctant land baron in the New Mexico territory, battling mercenaries, internal demons, and the changing laws of the frontier. Or maybe he's a cattleman turned judge, forced to walk the fine line between justice and revenge in a border town gone lawless. Honestly, I don't care what the plot is. If Elliott's in it and Sheridan's behind it, I'm all in. But it's more than just nostalgia or star power. It's about a genre that's found new blood and deeper roots. Westerns have long been thought of as dusty relics, gunslinging morality tales that outlived their welcome. But Sheridan's work, and actors like Elliott, are proving that the Western still has stories to tell. Relevant stories. Stories about land and legacy, fathers and sons, the cost of justice, and the price of loyalty. And Elliott? He brings a sincerity that no CGI or pyrotechnic explosion can replace. He doesn't just deliver lines, he carries history. When he speaks about the land, you believe he's walked it. When he mourns a lost son or buries a friend, you don't question the grief, it's carved into the lines on his face. That authenticity is what makes the genre sing, and it's why this collaboration is so thrilling. It also feels like a long overdue second chapter for a man whose previous Netflix show deserved so much more. 9 years of loyal viewers, of campfire scenes and cattle drives, and then just gone. No proper send-off, no final ride into the sunset. But maybe that's what makes this new role even more meaningful. Not a return, but a resurrection. A chance for Elliott to take everything he learned from that show, the quiet strength, the mournful wisdom, and pour it into something even greater. It's hard not to imagine the ripple effects. Fans are already dreaming up crossovers. Could his character ride alongside a young Dutton? Could his story intersect with the events of 1923? Or perhaps he'll be the moral compass in a darker, grittier spin-off, guiding a new generation through blood and betrayal. The possibilities are as wide as the Montana sky. I'm not alone in my excitement, either. Social media is buzzing, fan forums are lit up, and even casual viewers are taking notice. There's something magnetic about this moment.